All right. I waited long enough. We can get this party going. So, welcome everybody. Thank you so much. It's another month, another update, another fun time ahead of us. My name is Chris Swenor, and I am the CEO of Reach. This is the September update of 2021. As always, we're doing this live, so you get all of the fun flubs and everything live. So let's go ahead and get a start. We'll start out with the first talk about the updates of the product. Then we'll go into updates of the business, what we're doing to do for our community outreach, monthly acknowledgements because we have an amazing team, and then we'll talk about what's coming up in the next month. So starting out with the product. First off, Matt Audes, one of our engineers, is working really hard this month and actually last month as well, to completely redo how the Reach script works. This is the major thing here, is to add more functionality with how the people install and compile applications. And we really wanted actually more functionality to allow for people to set defaults as far as where they want to compile and be able to just provide a better user experience. And also lowering the size of the downloads, which we did as well. We reduced the Docker image sizes by about 65%, which is pretty nuts. So it's going to be faster to install and use Reach, thanks to the team. We have just finished working how Reach works with wallets. Before on Algorand, this is mostly on Algorand, but we hard-coded in Algo Signer. And what we decided to do is rather than us dictate which wallets our users use, we decided to abstract away and lower where our influence is and created a web interface standard that will allow for any wallet that users or developers want to use for their applications to work with Reach. Jay just finished that code as of, I believe, yesterday. So I don't think it's in the public image yet, but that should be happening as soon as we do the final tests to make sure that it works cleanly. But I'm really excited about this because I know a lot of our users have been asking about My Algo Wallet. Wallet Connect is now released, and I do know of some secret wallets that are coming as well for Algorand, and all of them should work as long as they follow out of the box, as long as they follow the new standard. If you're really curious what the new standard is, we followed the proper process and we submitted an ARC to the ARC GitHub repo, and I'll have Michael add the link to the bottom here if you really want to read what those standards are, if you're building your own wallet, for example. We have been doing a lot of thoughts and a lot of working on our existing documentation. Matt Hagen is taking the reins of that to kind of change how everything looks and how everything feels. And a lot of work has been going on that this month. Nothing to announce yet as far as the new documentation, but it is ongoing. Big news, Conflux integration. So we've been working on the Conflux integration for a long time, but there was a couple of small hiccups that we need to get through. We worked through all of them, but I think there's one hiccup that I believe that is the last checkbox, but the work has been done on our side, and that means that now Reach applications, all of the Reach applications, the 2,500 people that have built applications now have the ability to launch on Conflux with just change in the configuration. This, of course, works with their wallet, the Conflux portal. It's their, I believe it's like their version of the on Ethereum MetaMask. So you have the ability to interface directly with web applications with Conflux. Speaking about Ethereum, though, we have added the support for Ganache. So if you want extra ability to be able to have run your local nodes, now Reach works with Ganache. So that's great. On the Algorand side, we updated our version of the Algorand DevNet to 2.9.1. What this is it adds a bunch of new features as far as making the database itself, the index, I believe, more robust, and then also made the DevNet faster. So it runs actually quite quickly now, and we're really excited about that. I mentioned that there was the Conflux integration that we're really excited, but we did actually one other integration this month, and that is I kind of leaked that about this morning on Twitter, but we now have a Unity integration. So people will be able to tie in the blockchain NFTs, just transactions to their games made with Unity. Thanks to Hamza, who's been working hard to make that happen. I believe that he replied to my leak that I didn't ask him if I could do, but that updates are coming soon. So he's working on the documentation. That means that if you are a video game maker out there in the world and you'd love to use Unity, but you want to tie blockchain into it, we have a solution for you. Cardano. I'm sure a lot of you out there have heard of Cardano, are big Cardano fans. We have submitted a proposal to actually build a proof of concept to make Reach work with Cardano with the Plutus smart contracts. They are set. Plutus is set to go live in the next couple of weeks. I forget the date exactly, but we would love to add Cardano as one of our integrations. Only way that happens, though, is if you, holders of Cardano, want us to come. The voting starts on October 7, and if we get voted in, that means we build a proof of concept so you can see how awesome Reach works on Cardano. Also, Michael, if you're watching this, put a link as well in the comments so that people know how to get right directly to the voting. If you have voting power, if you hold Cardano, you have the ability to make votes and decide who gets funding. So of course your vote should come to us. That's everything on the product side as far as updates. I feel like there might have been something I forgot, but you know what? Let's move on. As far as the business is concerned, I've been very chatty about one of the things that we've been working on really hard is a DEX. So we're going to be launching, or we're working on a DEX using Reach, and it's going to be an AMM DEX that is completely 100% decentralized. So there no serving of indexes or anything. It's purely the client communicates with the blockchain. So we're really excited about that. As you could probably get to tell, because I'm sure you all follow me on Twitter. If you don't, you should, because I'd like to leak information. But we're really excited about that. So new employees. Can you believe that we have brought on 7 new employees in the last month? So that'd be Mohammed, another Chris. So we'll have 3 Chris's in the company now. I might be a little biased because, so if you're out there and you want to work for a Reach and your name is Chris, higher chance to actually get hired here. But also we've hired Ivan. So, okay, actually I'll tell you who that are. So Mohammed is our blockchain specialist. So somebody that's been working on blockchain smart contracts for a long time. And we wanted to make sure that the contracts that we output are highly optimized, so that's there's not any it's as good performance as you would if you wrote it yourself. Chris, the new Chris, is one of the people that have been working on the DEX. We hired Ivan, who's brought in to help us really grow our community and be in developer support in China, because we've been given a lot of love over there. Keegan Thompson, another member that's working on the DEX. Rafael Akur, another member that's working on the DEX. So we have 3 new hires purely working on the DEX, which is great. We've also hired Vinny, who is our DevOps specialist. He's one of the people. He's actually the reason why we've been able to decrease the size of our Docker containers already, and he's already doing a lot more to make the whole DevOps process better. And last and certainly not least, I see her actually making comments in the YouTube chat. Stefania, she has been brought on to be part of our community team with the focus on events. As you all know, we do bounty hacks, we do this is an event. We do a lot of things, and she is here to actually focus on that and also talk to community members, because it's always good for us to get more involved in the community. Because we're bringing her on, what I told her is that I want there to be a bounty hack to be going on at all times throughout the year, all around the world. I want people learning and building blockchain applications. So I'm excited for that. And also a little bit secret. So I do also plan on doing a Reach big in-person event, hopefully when COVID dies down. And so hoping in Q1 of this next year, and Stefania will be in charge of making that amazing. Even though we hired a ton of people, we are still hiring. So please come join the team. We want you. We need you. Let's take over the world together. We've also increased the swag options. I think Michael added the ability to buy some tie-dye t-shirts on our swag store. This is your cue, Michael, to send the link if anybody wants to be able to get swag. I believe that if you fill out a survey, you can get a 20% off if you actually just do a small survey, so that you can pick some awesome shirts and rep Reach. Speaking of bounty hacks that I just got done talking about, the Conflux bounty hack was ended, and there was three, the top three winners. The third place was a game called Liar's Dice. So I guess a drinking game that is quite commonly played, and they built it on the blockchain on Conflux. The second place was transferable royalty NFTs. So, I mean, you all know that NFTs are hot, right? But what if that every single time that you transfer it, the original creator got some money, and somebody built that in a bounty hack? So what that means is that if somebody was able to start from scratch, never knew how to build things on blockchain, and was able to actually build this on a bounty hack, if you want to make that into a business, you could actually do the same thing and launch that with a Reach in a matter of a very short time, and take over the world. And then the winner was a horoscope. I'm not too much into that, but I bet you a lot of people are. And horoscope on the blockchain, who doesn't want that? I'm guessing. But congratulations to the top three places. And very proud of everybody, because as you all know, a bounty hack, it lasts 5 weeks, and you go from not knowing anything about a Reach to launching a real application that works on a real blockchain in that amount of time. So congratulations. So monthly acknowledgements. Who on our team stood out and deserves to be called out for doing amazing? First, I would really like to shout out Chris Nevers, another Chris on the team. He is part of the core product team, but in the last month, he's switched over to help out the DEX work. So he has been focused purely on building the blockchain portion of the DEX. Fun fact, he's the only developer that's working on the blockchain portion of the DEX, which says a lot about Reach, because he has been able to build awesome things and by himself, and he's been doing an amazing job. So thank you, Chris Nevers, for stepping in and building cool things. Second thing is the entire DEX team, the entire team that we hired. So we literally just hired them. So fun fact, we hired them from the community members. So all three of the DEX team were very big in our community, and we thought, hey, you already know Reach, you already love Reach. Do you want to work full time with us building Reach things? And they said yes. And because they already had a familiarity with Reach, they were able to hit the ground running. And this is one of the other things I've been doing a lot of leaking on Twitter, of sneaking into their pull requests and taking images and showing everybody all the great progress they're doing, which has been quite amazing. I would almost go as far as say we're ahead of schedule, but I'm not going to curse it at all. So thank you, DEX team, killing it. You guys are great. So next month, what is in store for next month? We had an amazing last month. This month, what's going to happen? Number one, we're going to actually launch the DEX on testnet. So by the end of this month, we're going to actually make it so that you all have the ability to create pools, swap tokens on the testnet, of course, but really test it out and give us your opinion. We're adding two major features to the Reach core. One of them is what we're calling as participant API. What this means is this will allow for, currently right now, participants have to be involved from the very beginning of the contract all the way to the end. What the participant API does is it allows for more information to be stored on state in the blockchain, and allows for participants to be able to jump in and out without having to be part of the entire thing. So that's really great, and it gives a lot better user experience. The second thing, one of the big features that allows us to be fully decentralized is that we can build the state from like the participant being from the very early on, and kind of what I call hydrating the state. And we're adding a feature that's what I'm now call participant milestoning. I'm sure Jay loves it when I name things. He's like, that's not what we should call it, but whatever, we're calling it that, or at least until we come up with a better name. So participant milestoning, that the ability that if a participant goes through the process of creating a cache locally, the next time they visit the site, if they stored that cache locally, they'll be able to pick up from where they left off to once again provide a better user experience. So I talked a lot about at the beginning of this about how we updated the Reach script, and we plan on launching it. We're almost actually launched with the new Reach script right now, but I think there's some small tweaks. So early, I'm guessing probably by the end of this week or early next week, we'll make it so that it's a much better install user experience as far as developer goes. And then finally, it's one of the things that I would love to do, and I didn't get approval to actually say this, but I believe we'll be able to launch our new developer portal. I've been seeing a lot of great progress, and my goal is by the end of the month, you will get to see it as well. So it'll be much better navigation, a place for you to be able to have better searches, and just a better developer experience learning Reach. So that's everything. Usually at this point, I take Q&A, but we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to go and actually jump into Twitter Spaces so people can ask the questions live. It looks like I'm looking at the YouTube channel here, and it looks like a lot of people did ask a lot of questions, but you know what, Michael, go ahead and grab those questions. So when we go over Twitter Spaces, we have some questions that people already asked and we can answer there. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that there will be that you can join in. If you've never done Twitter Spaces, this is very easy to listen. You just see it, you click it, and then you listen. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been a great time, and I will go join you. And I believe it's actually, I think Michael called it the ice cream social. He's going to be eating ice cream, but I don't have any ice cream, but you can pretend that I'm eating ice cream, I guess. But thank you so much. Amazing month. Can't wait to see the next one. See you later.